The virus assignment, I'm actually looking at a malware. It originally started out as Shimon. That was the first of these particular partition viruses. Zero Clear was the follow-up, and the variant into Dustman. I actually posted that in one of the discussions for the new article. So Dustman, it's a Windows disk wiper, believed to be a variant of Zero Clear. Essentially, what it is a tool that removes partitions. The Zero Clear variant, or the original, was designed to overwrite the disk with junk data. Dustman actually removes the partitions and wipes everything out. IBM's linked Zero Clear, which again overwrites a master boot record and disk partitions on Windows machines to an Iranian group called Oil Rig. That's the internal IBM designation for them, also known as ABT34 and Helix Kitten. Latest victim was Babco, the Bahraini oil firm that was hit just last week. This is a quick overview. In the case of Dustman, unlike Shimon and Zero Clear, all of them, the needed drivers and tools are actually included in the executables. They don't have to be uploaded to the victim's servers after the fact. They're all in the same file. Dustman overwrites the entire volume as opposed to Zero Clear, which again writes over junk data on the drive itself. More than likely, the attack began actually a few months prior to the execution as they gained the credentials to carry out the attack. It looks that they've actually used the VPN. There was a known vulnerability in the VPN network that was being utilized by Babco. That's how they were able to obtain access. Once the access was established, they were able to harvest admin credentials, which allowed them access to their areas and gave them actually the ability to deploy that payload on the systems themselves. Once the attack was launched and everything was starting up, the attackers deleted the VPN logs, and then they actually used a downloadable, commercially available file deletion tool to remove any of the content that might trace it back to them. So on the graph here, possible exploit from that VPN vulnerability, access to the network from there, getting that foothold established. They obtained those admin credentials, the service credentials, to be able to access the other systems on the network. They compiled Dustman and got the executable set, installed it onto the network, and then initiated the execution of it. And then after, again, downloaded a cleaner tool to help them cover their tracks. So pretty quick process, but it probably took several months. At least that's what the investigation shows at this point. Now, notable wiper incidents, it's the type of tool. Shamoon was the first as far as the large attack. That one actually affected over 30,000 computers during that attack. And a few other variants on it. They may have been created by different groups outside of Iran, but some affected the Middle East, South Korea. Sony had the Lazarus virus back in 2014. And then Shamoon had a second variant, an upgraded version of it, 2016 and 17, that affected companies in the Middle East. The damage posed by Dustman and the other versions of the malware were pretty extreme. By deleting all of the different data files, the actual partitions, and removing data from those drives, it can take months for that damage to be repaired, and that can mean quite a bit of lost profit, especially for something like a targeted oil company. And when they think they've identified the attackers, the state sponsored, which makes it extremely difficult, if not impossible, to bring charges and actually have anything done about it. Several of the articles I've read show that basically cybersecurity wasn't taken very seriously in the Middle East, even though that's kind of a hotbed for this type of activity. Shamoon was the one that kind of woke everybody up and actually started to think that the departments actually started looking into what they can do to protect those networks. But of course, there's always vulnerabilities out there that can be taken advantage of. And in this case, they did. Luckily, the damage wasn't too destructive as it was in the case of Shamoon, and they were able to continue business as usual and isolate the damage that was being caused.